What's up, Jones Bones? It is your girl, Unitedly Random, and today we're stepping into unlocking your inner Karen. Now, I know that kind of sounds bad. I know Karens don't have that good of a rap sheet, but specifically what I'm trying to get into today is talking about your inner confidence. What caused that lack of confidence? And also, how do people see you? What is the best version of you? And what actions you need to do to help release all of the blockages that you have in your life, because you can release these blockages and you can step into a better version of yourself. You just have to recognize what's holding you back sometimes, right?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So, this is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. You know how we like to do it. Take your 3 mindful breaths. If you don't know what 3 mindful breaths is, I mean, this could possibly be your very first tarot pick a card reading on the internet. Let me go ahead and explain that. Your 3 mindful breaths are when you breathe in for 5, hold for 3, and blow out for 7. And when you're blowing out, you got to keep in mind that you're pushing out all of this negativity. You're pushing out all of this stress that you're feeling throughout the day. You're pushing it all out and you're trying to come to a place where you feel peace, okay? Once you find that place where you feel peace, then you choose a pile. Pause the video if you need to, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about each of the stones. Well, not talk about them. I'm going to tell you what stone it is, and I'm going to tell you to research it if you want to know more about the stone. Because your girl, she liked the stones. She don't know much about the stones. You feel me? So for group number 1, we have this piece of jade. This piece of jade right here. For group number 2, we have a piece of tiger's eye. A piece of tiger's eye. And for group number 3, we have a piece of moss agate. Come on. Okay, now, hopefully you guys have tapped into the unitedly random energy. I'm going to go ahead and get started with group number 1. Group number 1, hello darlings, my jade crystals, my pile number 1, how are you doing? Today we're going to be talking about how to unlock your inner Karen, okay? We're doing a little bit of shadow work today if you guys didn't already pick up on it. Now, let me go ahead and tell you what each card represents, lay them out, and then let's talk about them. Let's chit chat. For card number 1, we're talking about what situations from the past could be causing you to have a lack of confidence. For card number 2, we're talking about what actions do you need to take to help you release those blockages, okay? For card number 3, we have what positive aspects do others see in you? And then for card number 4, we talk about, what does the best version of you look like? So let's step into this energy. Let's figure some things out. For my pile number 1, when we start, we have the 30-second card of the Oracle card. This card actually represents wishes. If we're asking ourselves the question of what situation from the past could have caused you to have a lack of confidence, I think it has something to do with something that you wished. Maybe you made a wish and it never happened. Maybe you made a wish and it happened and everything fell apart. This card is specifically talking a little bit about love. So maybe a love relationship has kind of fallen apart, or it didn't work out the way that you wished it would work out. Let me just go ahead and throw this out there because I had a feeling, calling to say this, but it doesn't matter what you believe in, but if you're calling for something to come your way, you have to be specific. You have to know exactly what you're asking for. So maybe there was a sense that you didn't really know what you were asking for, like the girl in this image. So she's a little octopus lady, you know, from the Oracle deck. She was asking for a man's, but you know, her environment wasn't healthy for a man. Her environment wasn't good to foster a relationship with a man's. She asked for a man. She lives underwater. She got her man, and now her man is dead. Okay, why? Because she was not in the position to actually get what she wanted. She wasn't specific enough. I feel like the situation from the past is you weren't specific enough with what you wanted. You got what you dreamed about, but it still didn't make you happy. But what actions do you need to take to release those blockages? And we have divination. There is a calling for you to step into this energy of believing in the unknown. You might already have a little bit of it, but after this wish came awry, this wish didn't really come true the way you wanted the wish to come true, you kind of stepped away from that divination energy. It's calling for you to find your inner higher being. It's calling for you to find your spirituality once again. It's calling for you to explore tarot cards, maybe. Go ahead and check out the links in the description box. They are affiliate links, but you can go ahead and check out and get your own, ooh, my mouth's getting wet. You can get your own deck. Get oracle decks if tarot cards scare you a little bit. Oracle decks are fun. This is specifically an oracle deck from V Loving Crystals. She's making her own decks. This is I believe the eye candy oracle. Look at that cute backing. But you know, tarot cards and oracle cards aren't too scary. It might be initially scary. That's why you start with the oracle cards, okay? They're fun. They're light. They can get the answer for you. You know what I'm saying? So we go into what positive aspects do others see in you? And we have the astounding, okay? This is a knife. It's talking about cutting through, pretty much for me, it's talking about cutting through the BS, okay? The ability to detach is an ability that you have well. You do not let a lot of people come into your life. You're very kind of closed off, but it ain't bad. You're keeping people away, but it's not bad. You have your walls up, but it's not bad. You have the ability to just detach the BS from your life. You don't let a lot of people affect you. You're very strong in that manner. You feel like you don't really need a lot of people. You feel like you're very independent type-ish, okay? And we love the energy, very independent. But the thing is, you need to step back into your divination. You need to step back into your spiritual journey. You have gifts that you're not even using right now, okay? Because a wish that didn't be fulfilled the way that you wanted the wish to be fulfilled, but you weren't specific when you made the wish. Excuse me. But let's step into what's the best version of you look like. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is that hardworking card, stepping back and just resting and looking at your things grow. Is a moment, a period of rest. How do you be your best self? What does your best self look like? Your best self is going to know when you need to take a rest, okay? Without driving yourself into a wall. You probably do that lately. You just keep going and keep going and keep going, and then you get exhausted. Your best self is going to know before you get exhausted, okay, slow down. Grab the wall. Wiggle like you're trying to make it... It's also the energy of you already planted your seeds and you stand back and you let them grow. You don't have to constantly interfere with what's happening because you've already set the seeds and you believe in them and they're going to grow and they're going to do well for you. That is how you step into your best version of yourself. That's what the best version of yourself looks like. Stress-free, letting things happen for a reason, letting things grow into your life instead of trying to force things to come into your life. You feel me? So that is all that I have for you today. Nice for dropping in. And I hope that from this reading, you can definitely step into your inner Karen, okay? That confidence. Step into it. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to group number 2. Group number 2, hello darlings. You're finna step into your inner Karen and we're gonna work on it. We're gonna do a little shadow work if you guys haven't already picked up on it. You guys are my Tiger Eye group. Go ahead and check it out if you don't know what that card usually means, because I don't either, but maybe there's a message for you in the Tiger Eye. Maybe you need to meditate with a little bit of Tiger Eye. I'm just saying. Now let's look into your cards and I'm going to tell you what each card represents, and then we're going to step into this energy. We're going to get into the reading. Card number 1 represents what situation from your past could be causing you to have a lack of confidence. Card number 2 represents what actions do you need to take to help you release those blockages, okay? Card number 3 is talking about what positive aspects do others see in you now. And then card number 4 is talking about a little bit of what does the best version of you look like. Okay, let me move the cards around so everybody can see what's going on. It might be a little dark, but hopefully it's clear. So let's look into these cards. For card number 1, we have the 9th card of the Oracle deck, talking about what situation from the past could be causing you to have a lack of confidence. Well, you're stressed. You are stressed. This is my stress pile. You guys are so stressed. You might have a little bit of social anxiety. Things stress you out a lot more than it stresses out other people. That doesn't mean anything wrong with you. It just means that your mind works a little bit differently. And because you get stressed very easily, you definitely have this idea of having a lack of confidence because you're so stressed out, and you recognize that maybe other people wouldn't be stressed out about this, and it makes you feel even worse because you're comparing yourself to other people. But why are you comparing yourself to other people? Because you're you feel me? You know, you might not see a lot of people like you around you, but that doesn't mean that a lot of people like you does not exist. Okay, how open are you about being like this? Okay, did you have to work to get to the point where you're open about being anxious? If you are open about being anxious, now imagine every single person who has the same problem having to work through that to be open about being anxious. Okay, that's a lot. That is a lot. I'm just saying, if you're looking at other people and looking at how they're processing the world and then judging yourself on the other end because you don't process the world the same way that those other people process the world, stop it. Excuse me, Spirit is talking through me. Whenever I start talking really fast, Spirit got something to say. Please stop it, because those other people are not you, baby. Okay, stop. No. Okay, what actions do you need to take to help yourself release those blockages? And it says dissolve. What does Spirit say? Stop it. You need to dissolve this way of thinking within you, like cotton candy. Put it in the water. I know y'all seen the video with the little raccoon and it's washing its cotton candy and it disappears. If you haven't, look up the video. Just say raccoon and cotton candy, okay? Because you need some. Because you got me a little stressful, baby. You just be stressing out about a lot of things, okay? Spirit said dissolve that stress, dissolve that guilt, dissolve that way of thinking, and step into this other way of thinking. So let's talk about how people see you. This is interesting for me because you have the gardenia. This is the uplift card. People see you as someone who kind of uplifts the vibe. You're someone that people love to be around. You're someone that people love. I don't know. You probably have this thought that people don't really care about you. No, people notice when you're not there. People wonder how you are. It's just people don't reach out as much. If you feel like nobody's calling me to see how I am, people don't reach out as much, okay? But people miss you. People love your energy that you bring to the table. You might feel anxious, but when you get around certain people, you're talking, you're fun, you're chatty, they miss, people see you as that. They don't see you as the problems that you might be having. They don't see you as the social anxiety that you might be having. And I understand that how people see you can be very stressful, okay? I went through a period where nobody really knew the true me. Nobody really knew what I was going through, but everybody saw me as this cheerful person. Everybody saw me as this communicative person, and in the inside I was suffering, okay? It's not their fault that they didn't know about it. I wasn't telling them, okay? And also also, it's not my fault that I wasn't telling them. There's just some things that you got to work through on your own, okay? And that was one of the things I had to work through on my own. But stop comparing yourself to other people. You're great. You're gorgeous. You're kind. People love you for you, and you just need to learn how to love yourself. Step into the energy where you see yourself as greatly as the people around you see you. And it's not easy. It's definitely not going to be easy, but it's something that I know that you can do. Spirit said that you can do it, and you shall do it. Okay, that's what I'm picking up on. So, what does the best version of you look like? And we got the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords, you know, this is someone who is ready for a fight. Someone who's picking up the swords and not checking on twice. I feel like this is someone who's stepping into their energy, their Karen energy, honestly, full-heartedly. You step into your Karen energy. It's a little bit of, I'm a winner, okay? And I'm not asking any questions. There's a little bit of success. With the Five of Swords, there's a kind of a question like, you won at what cost? No, you step into this energy of, I won, period. That's the energy that you need to step in to be your best self. There's a balance. There's always having to be a balance, okay? Now, if you're stepping too much of the Five of Swords energy, it could be bad. You're like, forget everybody else. I'm a winner. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? But for you, someone who has come from the complete opposite side of pushing yourself down and looking down on yourself, you need to step into the energy of, I won, so what? This is the energy that you need to strut into, your inner Karen energy, okay? I'm getting so excited. The best version of you looks like you're strutting into this energy. You feel me? I'm so thankful for you letting me read your cards. I'm sorry it's a little bit dark over here, but I hope that it didn't get in the way of the message that you needed to hear, ma'am. Unlocking your inner Karen, or sir, has a lot to do with shadow work with confidence for you. I'm definitely feeling like you have to work on your anxiety. You have to work on your stressors. You have to remember that you're only human. You cry when you fall down, and let yourself fall down sometimes, because you know everybody around, spirit at the very least is there to pick you back up. And if you never let spirit pick you up, then what is spirit doing here? What is spirit doing here except watching you? Okay, spirit likes for you to reach out. I'm feeling that you need to go ahead and reach out. Use some divination tools. If you guys don't have tarot cards or oracle cards, or you're scared of tarot cards a little bit, you're like, keep it away from me. There are oracle cards, like this card right here. This is fun. This is happy, fun, go lucky, but it's also a lot of maturity in the card. So check out this card specifically. This is V Loving Crystals, I believe, eye candy deck. It's something that beginners can step into. It's not scary. The colorful colors will make you smile. That's just something that I wanted to throw out there. But thank you for letting me read for you once again. I will see you guys next time. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bye. Group number 3, my final but not least group. Honestly, really not least group, because you guys got a lot of cards, okay? So we're going to be all over the place. You're probably going to be the biggest reading that I have today, because you got a lot of cards. I don't know why. I feel like a lot of people might be tapping into this card's energy, but unlocking your inner Karen. We're talking a little bit about some shadow work, pick a cards right now. I'm going to tell you what each card means, but honestly, I would have laid them all out, but since you have so much, I'm going to work through them one by one, okay? So for card number 1, this card is speaking specifically about what situation from the past could be causing you to have a lack of confidence. So with this card, the 25th card from the Circle Oracle deck, we're talking a little bit about some worry, but there's some rightful worry. Pile number 2 was stressing about everything. Pile number 3, you're stressing about certain people that you have around you. You feel like you can't trust certain people. Spirit's saying you right. You are right, okay? In the past, you couldn't trust certain people, definitely. And you might have just tried to force yourself to trust certain people, or you tried to force yourself to go against your intuitive side. And that caused you to pretty much have a lack of confidence because you're always questioning how you feel in your soul. You're always questioning your intuitive side. And why? Why? You have your intuitive side for a reason, but you always want to question it. And your intuitive side said, I'm tired of being questioned. I done told you the answer. Can you write it down or can we just move on? Your spiritual side is your higher self is like, girl, you didn't have to go through all this pain. You didn't have to go through all this stress. You should have just listened to me. I'm tired of you not listening to me because I'm trying to protect you. I'm trying to protect us. But you want to go the hard way. You can go the hard way. I'm just going to come on over here and watch you at this point because you don't want to listen. I don't know why you don't want to listen. You a little hard-headed, aren't you? I'm sorry. You already got a little Karen in you. I'm having way too much fun with this. So let's go into the next card. So you got 3 cards. Everybody else got 1 card. I don't know why you think you special, group number 3, but I guess you are because you got 3 cards. So this talks about what action you need to take to help you release those blockages. And Spirit said, girl, you need to take the whole deck. So we have rewards. You need to learn how to reward yourself. You need to know how to listen to yourself and reward yourself when you are right. You need to know how to taste the sweetness in the world, okay? Also, emotions. I think that you need to know how to express your emotions better. You might have had a period where you were very down, and so that's why you're always second guessing yourself. And girl, I have been there when I had my period where I was going through a deep depression, honestly, a very deep depression. I always questioned how I was feeling emotionally about things. Maybe I'm just feeling very sensitive about this just because I'm going through a depression, or maybe I'm just feeling like this just because there's something wrong with me. Know your emotions are your emotions, first of all. Let's not do that. Your emotions are your emotions and you felt them. So it's nothing wrong with feeling your emotions. Next card we have is the support. So we're talking about what actions do you need to take to help you release that blockages. And we talk about support. This makes me think about therapy. Okay, I don't know if therapy is a big no-no for you, but you might need to go ahead and do therapy. Reaching out to someone older, reaching out to someone who has more knowledge than you, reaching out for family and friends, the supportive ones. If you don't have a good supportive family and friends, if your family is toxic, you know you shouldn't be reaching out to your family or your friends to try to get this support because you know they're not going to give it to you. Okay, let's be real. If you're thinking, oh, let's go back to the 25th card of the Oracle deck. If what you were thinking all along were the people around you don't really care about you, they're not really for you, they don't want to see you succeed, if these were the thoughts that you were having, and then we come back over here and we're saying what actions do you need to take to help you release the blockages, we're talking about finding a new support system, finding a new tribe, if you will. And let me tell you, the Tarot Sisters of YouTube, our tarot tribe, we got a good tribe. We're supportive here. We are supportive here. You want to step into the energy? You don't even have to use tarot cards. They can be a little scary. You can use oracle cards. Oracle cards are a little bit more fun. They're a little bit more free. Look at the cards right here. These are oracle cards right here. Even this card right here. These are oracle cards. Now, these are called, okay, the Eye Candy Oracle by V Loving Crystals. So I suggest you guys check those cards out if you want to get into tarot. The link is in my description box if you want to check it out. Use code Unitedly Random if you want to get into this type of thing and you're kind of scared. These are beautiful. You can just look at the artwork and look at the words and take that word with you each day. You know, it's like unboxing something in your life, or it's just, it's whatever you want it to be, honestly. I can't speak on how you're going to use the cards or how you should use the cards. You use them for whatever you want to do, but I'm saying you should probably step into the energy of getting some type of cards because you might get a lot more answers instead of just being very stressed about what you're thinking and how you're thinking and are you wrong? Because I feel like you think a lot about if you're wrong or if you're right. Maybe get some cards in your life and First of all, we're not completely depending on these cards to tell us if we're wrong or if we're right, but we're using these cards to aid us throughout our life and strengthen our intuition, because there's something, I feel like you don't really trust your intuition too much, okay? So we need to step into that energy of, I trust myself. So the next cards we're talking about is, what are the positive aspects that other people see in you? And you got a lot of cards. People see a lot of things in you. So we're starting with the waxing moon, which is talking about growth. Then we start with the moonstone, which is talking about sacred. We got the earth, physical. We have lavender, serenity. And we also have this good old card with the broom, cleanse. So I feel like people see you as someone that is constantly growing. You're learning. There's something sacred about you. You're a sweet person, and it seems like anything happens to you changes the fact that you're a sweet person. Physical makes me feel like you might have the capital, or you might have the body, yada 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 yada. You might be really cute. You might be very physically attractive. You might work out. You might not work out. You might be a little chubby. I like chubby people. But you have something that people are like, ooh. You also come with a level of serenity. You calm people down. You might be the teacher for a lot of people. You might be the person that a lot of people come to speak. You might be the counselor. You have a way of cleansing the bad feelings away from other people. You might, oh my goodness, this is all coming together as a person who kind of has this touch with their intuition, but they're not really trusting it. You're someone who has divine abilities that you've already started to tap into. You've already found that a lot of people come to you and they're drawn to you. You've already found that you've helped a lot of people throughout their life, but you also recognize that nobody's there to help you throughout your life. You're always helping others and no one's helping you, is the energy that I'm picking up on. It's for a reason. You have some divine powers that you tapped into. You just have to find your people. You have to find your tribe, okay? You might be, you're an empath, baby. You're a little bit of an empath. You tap into other people's frequencies so easily and so strongly that it's amazing. But it's hard for you to find someone that you can trust, somebody that you can believe in. Here's the thing, and I've been saying this a lot lately. I don't know why. Somebody needs to hear it. But the thing is, you fill other people's cups before you fill your own. And you keep asking, why do all of these people that I'm filling their cups for continuously hurt me? And here's the thing. Everybody wants a piece of you. That's the thing. Everybody wants that good energy that you're bringing to the table, that divine energy that you're bringing to the table. And the bad people are the first ones to line up. Even if they don't deserve it, they want it, okay? And I'm feeling like they're wanting a piece of you so badly that they're tripping the good people along the way. They're making you not trust people because they're treating you badly, but it's because they are the bad ones and they just want a piece of the goodness. They want the good life even if they don't deserve it, okay? I hope that makes sense, but we're going to go ahead and go into your last card. What does the best version of you look like? And we have the King of Wands. The best version of yourself looks like, honestly, what you're doing right now, but with a little bit more confidence. Step into that spirituality, baby. You know, there's a calling for you with tarot cards. There's a calling for you with oracle cards. And I don't say this about anyone. Okay, I've said it a lot in this reading with the different piles. I mean, I don't know. April, all about getting into your spirituality, opening yourself up to the unknown a little bit. But with the King of Wands, this represents this confident energy. The Kings represent someone who went through a lot and is now standing on their throne. Powerful. That teacher energy, that confident energy, that energy of I'm leading other people. You're stepping into some leadership energy. The best version of you is the version where you're not following anyone else, but you're being a leader and you can trust the people around you. If you are a king and you can't trust the people around you, are you really king? Huh? Yeah, so what we're saying is step into that fiery energy. I see when you're passionate and you're leading people passionately, things are working out for you for the best. You're unlocking your inner Karen is more so talking about actually tapping into your intuition and allowing that to put you in a place where you can be worshipped, because you deserve to be worshipped once you tap into that energy, because you're not just helping you, you're helping the whole world with the things that you do. Thank you, group number 3, for letting me read for you. Go ahead and check out my other pick a cards if they're interesting to you. I hope that you stick around for another pick a card. If you have anything that you want me to do a reading about, leave it in a comment down below and I will try to do it for my next pick a card. Much love and positive vibes, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.